Hey guys, what's up? Today I'm going to be testing two different concealers and comparing them side by side. If you are new to my channel and you like videos like this, don't forget to subscribe down below. I'm trying to reach 2,000 subscribers really soon. Also, don't forget to like this video. Let's try to get it to 25 likes. Comment down below any video requests you guys have. Follow all my social media and let's just get started. I'm going to be testing two different concealers. Once I saw this one in store, it looked very similar to the most famous drugstore concealer, the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. The packaging was super similar, so it's like, are these guys dupes? And I know that both of them are, super affordable, but the new one I found is actually $4, where the Maybelline one is around like $8 to $9. And also, there is one thing I don't like about the Maybelline is that it has an oily finish. So if this one's just as good, less the price, and doesn't have the oily finish, I think we found ourselves a pretty good dupe. Okay, so the two concealers that I'm going to be testing out are the Maybelline Fit Me concealer, and this is in the shade medium 25, and the Primark concealer. And as you guys can see, these look so similar. The colors are different, of course. These look very similar in the packaging. They're both like the slim tubes. This is the Primark My Perfect concealer, and it's in the shade Cool Sand. And I thought the cool thing about this was that they both have pretty good shade range. Like the Fit Me one has like 5 shades, I think, but the Primark one actually seems to have a lot more shades, but in the same range. So it's not like there's not like a super dark concealer, but there's more shades in between with the Primark one. So that would also be like a great thing for a better shade selection. I've decided that I'm going to put the Primark on this one, and I'm going to put the Maybelline on this side. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to wet my beauty blender, my L'Oreal sponge, because I love to blend concealer out with this sponge. I'm gonna go with the Fit Me because I know how that one applies. The Fit Me one is very full coverage, and you can get it at the drugstore. And the also better thing about the Fit Me is that you can find it anywhere, whereas with Primark, it's like you either live in the UK or the couple locations that it is in the US. But I don't know. But I thought it was interesting to just try it out. This isn't my favorite color. It's very orange on me, but it is pretty full coverage, so I do like that. You don't really need a lot, but of course I'm going to be putting it on a lot. And I'm just going to put it on this little spot. It's kind of red. Of course, today I woke up with like 2 pimples. Not pimples, but like little pimples. I was like, oh, thanks. Like I totally asked for that. So this blends really nicely with this sponge and really easily. Oh my gosh, look at that full coverage. So that covered a pretty good amount, as you can see, comparing for my dark circles. It definitely covered up it and covered up this pretty well in the redness. But this, I can still see. Also, the doe foot with this one is like a small little regular concealer doe foot. And the one in the Primark one actually reminds me of the L'Oreal Pro Glow doe foot that I've seen in videos. I actually don't have that concealer because I don't want like a glowy finish. I just don't like that under my eyes. But it has like the same little flat doe foot applicator. You probably can't see it, but it is what it is. It's definitely a lighter color. It's definitely very creamy. It looks a little bit sheer. Put it on that little red thing and even this, I don't know. I'm putting it like a little bit more because I think this one will be a little bit sheer. It just kind of like looks sheer. Wow, that actually blended out really well. Really super easy. It's not streaky or anything. And I'm just gonna blend that out and this out. Okay, that blended out really nicely. It's definitely a different undertone. That one is definitely a lot lighter. The other one is definitely a very warm undertone. It's very orange, very reddish toned. This one is kind of just like a neutral undertone, I guess. Maybe more leaning, I don't even know. Probably more leaning to yellow. This eye looks a little bit brighter because of the shade. This one looks like it has a little bit more coverage, the Fit Me one. But this one also does look brighter because of the shade. And that's kind of, what you want for under eye circles. As for the blemishes, this one covered up pretty well. The redness is pretty much gone. My grammar is terrible right now. As for this, it did cover it quite well. I mean, you can't see it because it's far away. But this one, there's like a little dot, and this one didn't really cover that well. And this one did. I think this one's a little bit better because of the shade and just looks brighter, whereas this one kind of looks like my skin tone, which is fine, but you want your under eyes to look bright. But as for like a concealer for like my blemishes, it kind of looks a little off because of the tone, because my skin tone's, a little bit darker and not neutral. It's more yellow toned. But both of them are not cakey. They're creasing a bit because I have creases under my eyes, so that's gonna happen with like any concealer, and I haven't set them. I'd even say that the Maybelline's creasing more than the Primark. Oh, also with the finish. So the Maybelline one today, for some reason, actually isn't showing how much of an oily finish it usually is, but I definitely kind of see some shine and reflection. But this one's totally matte, and it just looks so awesome, and it kind of looks like I don't even need to like set it. But yeah, so I definitely think that's like a pro. This one has a matte matte finish, and it's a very natural matte finish. It's not like a drying matte. The Primark one is a more drier concealer. The other one's like really hydrating and, you know, dewy and very moisturizing. Sometimes you don't want that in a concealer. I'm not gonna lie, I do like the Primark side for under my eyes a lot better, but for blemishes, I think the Primark side's a little bit more full coverage. I think I like the Primark one better for underneath my eyes, and also just because it doesn't have this shiny finish and I don't need to powder it, whereas the Maybelline one I do. But I feel like the Maybelline one has more coverage, but then this one also kind of looks like it has more coverage because it's a lighter color. They're both buildable, they both build up really well, they're both not really cakey. I think this is a pretty good dupe for the Maybelline one, and they are very, very similar. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. It was so much fun to film, and if you haven't already, please subscribe down below because it would mean so much. Don't forget to like this video, follow all my social media, comment down below any video requests, and I'll see you guys next week.